Hi, this is Jack Stanley, and I wanted to talk about original thought. Interesting thing in this day and age, if you think about it, because we live in this very, very unique world today in which individual and unique thinkers and individualists are looked upon with skepticism and sometimes with just absolute hatred. If you look at the world today, if you look at college campuses, if you look at a number of university professors, and certainly not all, but the fringe ones, they attack people who actually think differently. Now, first off, original thought is a wonderful thing. Original thought has often been attacked by those in power, be they on the left or be they on the right. I mean, go back to the beginning of the Enlightenment. It was totally against the church, and the church did everything in its power to try to destroy it. Look at great scientists and thinkers who would come up with radical ideas, and they would be challenged, and in the Middle Ages, and even in the beginning of the Renaissance, jailed for heresy. And Galileo, for instance, and many others. Some were burned at the stake for just their ideas. But let's think about this in this new world age, because we have kind of returned to this kind of thought, this kind of process in which we have countless individuals walking in absolute lockstep. And they all believe exactly the same things. And they all attack exactly the same things. It's almost like synchronized swimming. I mean, it's kind of frightening and kind of mindless. Because in this day and age, original thought, original ideas, looking at ideas or environments or movements with a critical eye is heresy in the eye of many of these people. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I welcome original thought. I love it. In fact, one of the most amazing things to do is to take any movement and then tear it down to its basic essentials. And then you see exactly what it is. And a lot of times, if you look at a lot of these movements that are pushing for absolute adherence to the ideology, when you tear it all apart, you find it's basically just a gang, a mob that really isn't interested in critical thinking, isn't really interested in covering a wide expanse of thought, but basically following an ideology, and following that ideology like a very carefully choreographed dance. This is a strange thing that is happening today, and it is an affront to original thought. In fact, if you belong to various groups of individuals or sexualities, and you do not follow the proposed line, you're attacked. Not because they wish to debate, but basically because you're not following the rules. Now, I know this sounds insane, and I know this sounds crazy, but watch. Look at what's going on in college campuses. Look what's going on in our educational departments. There isn't a diversity of thought. There is an objective and a line, and basically that's the way things ought to be. Well, as usual, I don't see things that way. I like original thought. I just mentioned the other day, I sat down with a guy, and he basically told me that he's a fascist or communist. And I said, cool, that's great. Let's talk. Let's learn from each other. That's important. That's what we should do. Because we may not agree, but in the end, we should have the intellectual fortitude to agree to disagree. And that is not what is happening in today's world. Today's world, we have camps, we have tribes, we have groups of people, and all of them follow their objective, follow their ideology, and they refuse to bend or to move or to even accept the thoughts and ideology of another. Where will this lead? To more chaos, more confusion, and I fear more ignorance, because that seems to be one of the leading factors today in this brave new world, ignorance of much of what is important in life.